Welcome back to the Style of Gaming, and welcome to another edition of my Anthem Masterwork weapon reviews. In this video, I'll be discussing the Masterwork Machine Pistol Unending Battle, a lightning-fast and incredibly reliable weapon in the world of Anthem. Thank you for everybody showing the channel support. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, and let's get into this rapid-fire machine pistol. Unending Battle is a basic-looking weapon that hides a serious punch under its seemingly simple design. The chrome stock is shiny, but it kinda looks like the gray similar to the backdrop of the Forge menu, and it happens to just sink into the background. It's not like a negative aspect of the weapon, but I mean, just look at it. It just blends in with the background. The blue and black paint stripes and symbols look kind of like sci-fi racing stripes and don't really speak to me the way that the other symbols do on some of the other Masterwork weapons. The design just kind of feels like a second thought, but the green trigger does crack me up, because it just kind of speaks to how weird this gun looks overall. But like I said, under its wacky look is a pretty ruthless machine pistol. Unending Battle feels pretty good, and I'm not a big fan of the toy feel of all the machine pistols. This weapon has good feedback when firing, and it's not out of control considering the speed at which it fires. Depending on your build, you'll have roughly 40 rounds in the mag for the pistol, but the first time you fire, you'll blink a few times and be reloading. This machine pistol is seriously fast and, quite frankly, very responsive and accurate, even at range, all things considered. The reload time is superb, and you're back in the battle in roughly 2 to 3 seconds. It does moderate damage up close, and as you can imagine with most machine pistols, falls off the further and further you get away. For basic enemies and even some elite basics, it's a critical point annihilator that stands with any of the other machine pistols in the Masterwork class. And there aren't really too many bells and whistles to this pistol overall, but its Masterwork ability speaks loudly for its overall lack of standout factor amongst the myriad of Masterwork weapons in Anthem. The Gladiator's Wrath perk states, hitting an enemy at point-blank range increases weapon and melee damage by 110% for 5 seconds. This takes the subpar damage Unending Battle normally puts out and makes it into a shred beast capable of taking down shielded, armored, and legendary enemies. Whether or not the Masterwork ability procs, this weapon still does minimal damage to shields as it is a kinetic weapon, but that's just its base drawback because it is a kinetic weapon. You can't really hold it specifically against the machine pistol. However, I immediately think of using the Interceptor coupled with the Unending Battle and then my Ranger class. Obviously, you can't use it with your Colossus. I would not recommend this weapon over the Avenging Herald in your Storm class if you have that. You won't be disappointed with your ability to zip around the field with the Ranger and the Interceptor getting in close and providing critical melee damage that you get from that 110% buff. What's nice about this ability though is if you do stay in the thick of it all, you'll be rewarded as the ability just continues to proc, resetting the 5-second timer over and over again. So it's obvious with the Interceptor, you can keep doing damage at point blank and then follow that up with a melee combo for maximum damage. But if you can get a close teammate with you to consistently prime, you're looking at a terrifying elemental aura damage combo with the Unending Battle plus melee. Just be careful when you do get in the thick of it though with these light classes. This weapon helped me find my way into many critical spots as I rallied and kept firing on like a madman. But I really do enjoy getting in close and buzzing around, switching through dashes, flight, and hovering, with the Shrieker's Savagery staying consistently activated. It's nice because the damage buff remains whether you're close or not, so once you actually proc it, you find yourself in this close range, mid-range waltz, actually like navigating a lot with the dash. This weapon helped me appreciate my Ranger a bit more, as the class is lightweight and nimble, but it can still take a little bit more damage than the Interceptor. This is a great weapon to couple with a shotgun. I was particularly fond of using Pop-a-Pump with it, and it was kind of just like a wrecking ball. Unending Battle is overall a decent Masterwork. It doesn't really stand out from the mountain of great legendaries and Masterworks out there. The Gladiator's Wrath ability makes this weapon a strong contender for an Interceptor secondary weapon, as the 110% damage really makes this thing punchy and powerful to complement the impressive speed and accuracy. Like many of the machine pistols, its range is its largest downfall, but it's not to say that this pistol can't go the distance to some degree. Give this weapon a chance, and definitely use it if it's one of the first unlocks of your Masterwork armory. You won't be disappointed by playing with it for a few missions at least. Thank you so much for watching, Lancers. Please subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you out in the world of Bastion and here for our next Masterwork weapon review.